RV owners, somewhat of an alarming little tidbit of information today, somewhat of a fact of the RV industry, and that is at shore cord inlets, transfer switches, your surge protectors that are hardwired. I'd be willing to bet a good amount of money that if you went and checked the torque specs on any of these connections, they likely wouldn't be correct. Loose connections can cause a lot of problems, and I've found a lot of problems related to loose connections. A lot of those shore cord melting horror stories you see usually lead back to a loose connection at the shore cord inlet. Now, if you look inside this transfer switch, there is even a big attention here. Insert wire properly and approved torque range 25 to 35 inch-pounds. Over-torquing will cause damage, not just to the terminals, but to the ends of the wire that are going into the terminals, as over-torquing can actually cause the wire to sever, which creates more resistance and more heat because of a loose connection. On that note, under-torquing, not torquing them tight enough, can do the same thing. They can create a loose connection, which in turn creates more resistance and more heat, causes things to melt and burn up long before the breaker will ever trip. Now, in some things in your RV, you will see little paint marks on the ends of the screws. That is what we call cover your ass, because that means that I have torqued that. I know that's torqued, so I paint it. After I'm done, all of these will have that red mark on them. The manufacturers that actually do this will usually do the same thing, sometimes. When somebody is having issues with their AC power, when plugged in on generator, any of that, one of the very first things I check is the connections within the transfer switch, as well as the shore cord inlet. Now, this one doesn't have that because this one has a cord reel that goes straight to the surge protector, but I'm going to check those as well because I didn't install that. Now, I am updating all of the power in here, and I didn't install that surge protector, but since I'm kind of redoing all the electrical, or most of it, if I'm going to put my name on it, I'm going to make sure that all of that is done right. This video is not meant to scare you into thinking that your transfer switch or something is going to start on fire. Although it can happen, my thought is if I just keep bringing more attention to things like this within the RV industry, the manufacturers might change it. If you want to cut corners, installing little pieces of trim and not even put the screws where the dimples are, that's fine. Places like this is definitely not where you want to cut corners.